I'm convinced this show has crack in it. The show has crack in it. I don't know what is going on with Love Island Games. I'm too invested. Guys, I'm too invested. Sally was crying. Georgia was crying. Imani, Ray was crying. You know, people are crying. I'm like, oh man, this is so sad. Oh, guys, this is crazy. Callum started to cry. I lost my shit. I lost it. I was on that couch, bawling my eyes out just because Callum was crying. Oh, the show has crack in it. And then immediately I got over the crying because I saw my baby boy, Mike. I love Mike so much. I don't want to see any Mike slander. If I see any Mike slander in the comments, you will potentially be blocked. I might not block you. It's not that deep. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Games Season 1, Episode 9. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I have to say it again. The show has crack in it. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So anyways, as the couples are voting for who they want to make vulnerable, Kira is still upset with Megan because of this newfound information that she learned.
I didn't like lunge in and try to kiss him.
You did try to kiss him. There were so many moments for you to say something and just be open and communicate.
Yeah, you can be open, and then as soon as I do something, it's not on her terms and she freaks out.
You know, I gotta give Megan her credit. She's standing on business. She is standing on business. She said, listen, I never told y'all we were legit like that. So I get to do whatever I want to do. If I tell you that we're open, then I do things that are indicative of a person who's open. Why are you mad? And you know what? I hear you, Megan. I do. However, you yourself obviously had a guilty conscience. Otherwise, you wouldn't have consulted Georgia on whether or not you should tell Kira about the whatever that happened. And to add insult to injury, it is your ex. To add more insult to that injury, not me drawing a blank. What was I going to say? They're exes, loosely. Oh, I forget my third point. But the point is, then you're going to go and say, oh, it's not that deep, when you know it is deep to Kira. She even said Kira's a lot more emotional than I thought she is. So maybe I should say something because of the way that she could potentially react. Like, come on, Megan, you knew you were in the wrong for that. You knew. Are you justified? Debatable, but you could have handled that better. The results from the voting is that the power couple is Imani and Ray. Second place is Justine and Jack. Third place is Georgia and Toby. Fourth place is Sally and Ayal. Fifth place is Kira and Megan, making Jess and Johnny, Liberty, and Callum vulnerable. Now, the power couple gets to go to the hideaway. And at first I was like, how is this a power? But they were given quite a big power, honestly.
You must choose another couple to replace them as vulnerable.
We gotta make the decision right now. We just got to the hideaway.
Smartest thing I feel like is to put Johnny up against one of our strongest competitors. Did Toby have your back? In a sense, you know, I was just focused on what needs to be done.
I would rather take out Johnny and Jess than throw in Toby and Georgia.
I like this twist, you know. I like it and I don't. The only reason why I don't like it is because I feel like the show is lacking a little bit of structure, just a little bit. You know, have it be consistent what the power couple wins and what determines a power couple, because later on you see Johnny kind of being annoyed, like, how did we win? And then we're in the bottom. Like, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, I would like a little bit more cohesion on what the actual structure of the game is, because it's not really making any sense. It's not. However, Imani, the powers that be over at the challenge, she needs to be on your next season. I haven't even been watching this season. I feel so bad because I feel like this season's going to be good. But Imani needs to be on the next season. This level of savagery from a woman has been lacking, in my personal opinion. I feel like the ladies lately of the OG challenge haven't been really giving me, especially rookie ladies. I miss, this is a tangent, I'm sorry. If you don't watch the challenge, just fast forward. I miss the days of like Cara Marie and Sarah and Laura, and, like, Killer Cam, like the savage women of the challenge. Imani needs to join them. The next day, Imani and Ray choose to keep their decision to themselves. I want to know if you guys think that was a good decision or not, you know, because then you're going to be smiling in somebody's face the whole day knowing damn well they're about to go in and they can't even mentally prepare themselves or physically prepare themselves. Interesting. We have Selly, who is still upset with Toby, thinking that she was faking their relationship.
If you feel a way about me, talk to me. Like, why are you going around telling people, like, I have said nothing but kind things about you? I don't know, just, like, really disappointed and just, like, disrespected, honestly, and it just fucking sucks. I just feel like I'm just kind of taking, like, little jabs left and right, and I'm like, why are we not speaking? Why are we not communicating with each other?
This whole storyline the past few days between Selly and Toby has been so exhausting for me, because literally what you wanted was at the tip of your tongue if you just chose to speak honestly and openly. But because they both wanted to play coy, here we are today. So I'm just like, girl, don't be like, yeah, I want him to come and tell me what was it. You go. You go. Anyways, Georgia and Toby are having a conversation. They're very excited that they're safe, seemingly, and they think that there's potential between them.
So glad I made the decision to couple up with you.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I can read signs, and the signs she gives me is like, I don't really care about you.
Georgia makes me feel wanted. She replicates my energy, and I'm feeling it with Georgia.
I think this is my bias towards Toby and Selly, because I just don't see it for these two. I don't. Like, I just don't think Georgia is as into Toby as the show is making it seem. I don't. For a few reasons. Number one, I feel like she was more flirting with Johnny than she is with Toby. I feel like Toby would be a good, like, holiday romance for her, but I don't really see, oh yeah, I would date you on the outside for real, for real. And if you really did fancy him like that, you mean to tell me y'all never cross paths? And even if you didn't cross paths, you ain't know somebody who knows this man so you could slide? Like, I don't know. The good thing, though, is that if they were to pursue a relationship, it's more likely that they'll be able to make something work because they live significantly closer than he and Selly do. But I'm just not buying into it. I'm not. So anyways, Toby decides to take Selly aside to clear the air. But again, was the air really cleared? If you ask me, I would say no.
I just would have never thought that, like, you would say something like that about me, and then literally the second Georgia walks in, you just stop fucking talking to me.
We both got to know each other for like a whole week, and then like to have like radio silence after that.
As a woman, I want to be pursued by the man that I'm into, and I feel like the second Georgia walked in, like, you didn't do that.
You think I'm not sad?
Well, it doesn't feel that way, especially not when you're literally having chats about me, like saying shit. Like it's so frustrating that you had to go and like talk to everyone else. Like, maybe it could have been like an easy fix from the beginning, and it wouldn't have had to like go that way.
I feel like this was another moment where they could have expressed, because like, I just want to shake the both of them. Like, I just wanted to shake them, like, oh my gosh, just be vulnerable. Be vulnerable. We're too grown to not want to be vulnerable anymore. Like, obviously, don't make yourself susceptible to anything, to everything. I mean, just getting played by any and everybody. But like, when you're given an opportunity to be vulnerable with a person who you want to be vulnerable with, do it. Do it within reason. I mean, use your judgment. But like, come on. I just wanted to shake the both of them. Basically what happened, I think they're both at fault. If you guys didn't get that already, let me tell you again. I feel like they are both at fault. But at this point, we live, we learn, we move forward. Selly says, you know, I've been saying I want you to pursue me, but maybe a better thing to say was to explain what exactly pursuit looks like for you. You guys are saying she has said it. I missed it. What does pursuit look like? The first time I heard it was when Ayal was here and he was touching up on her and she said, see? And I'm like, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh, what does pursuit? Yeah, I like, you know, get vulnerable. Just get vulnerable. Open your guys. It's okay. Let's stop being afraid of love. If love is what you want. Some people just want a good time. Some people just want a friends with benefits, and that's your prerogative. But if you want love, open up. So here we are at the duel. And you know, Mora is in her messy era, honey. I love it. I need her on my screen again, but as a contestant. Maybe not on Love Island, but something, you know? She's like, Imani and Ray, how was the hideaway?
Talk a little bit, get to know each other on a deeper level, you know?
That sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Did you get a text though?
We chose Toby and Georgia.
I think
Yeah.
that's a real cop-out. Georgia's new. Throw her in there. Didn't expect it to be us, but I'm fuming. I think it's bullshit, personally.
Now, me personally, I felt like this part ran a little long, just a little. I think they were dragging it just a little bit, but I liked the tension. It was great. It was nice. Then at the duel itself, I was looking at the duel. Basically, they're doing tug of war. They're both tied to the other couple's backs, and you have to go and reach the bell on your side. Callum and Liberty are stacked against Georgia and Toby. So much so that when Toby was attempting to like run to the bell, it looked like he was on a treadmill. And poor little Bambi Georgia, the girl couldn't find her feet to save her life. It was not looking good. I also wonder why they didn't make it best 2 out of 3, because best 3 out of 5, they were already gassed after the first one, like super gassed, and the sun was up, the sun went down. One round didn't even count because Liberty held the rope. I was like, oh my goodness, oh Jesus, Lord have mercy. It was a tough watch. It really was a tough watch, but at the end of it, Callum and Liberty did win, and man, like everybody's obviously sad to see the people go, but the people who took it really hard as far as like being visibly emotional is concerned were Imani, Ray, Georgia, obviously, because she's leaving, Callum, and Sally.
Ray, you okay?
Don't cry. You want to cry now?
Oh, you're gonna make me upset. Do you regret your decision?
I just don't want you to leave ever thinking that, like, I faked it with you, or, like, I don't want that. I know, but I just, like, don't want you to think that, you know?
It
Knowing
was a
that
miscommunication, Sally. All I have is love for you.
I know.
Like,
And I'm so happy that you're leaving here with Georgia. It's a friendship I'm gonna treasure forever because he's just such an amazing guy. Yeah, I just love him so much.
I mean, hey, at this point, you guys know each other. You know there's something there. If you wanted to pursue something, you could. If you don't, you know, pursue something else, and if life allows, because, you know, things happen. That's all we can say at this point. I hope that they make it work. Toby is just so charming. I wish I saw it for the first time that he was there, but I really loved seeing him this season. Like, it was just, Toby. I hope they can make it work. I really like Toby and Sally together. I think that they have some growth to do, but I don't see why they can't rehash things and try to make something work. You know, I'm rooting for them. I really am. 3 bombshells are coming in. It is, I want to say his name is Carrington, but I don't remember. I'm going to say Carrington for now. No, Carrington was the white guy with the blonde hair. Was it? What? I don't remember, child. Somebody. Courtney. Courtney's back with her vocal fries. So happy to see her. And Mike. Y'all will see me lusting as long as Mike is on my screen because that man is fine. Anyways, as always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.